Yeah, man. I called Al. Al was one of the first person I in touch with and so on. And Elijah called me that morning. You know, and he extended his condolences, which I'm happy for him. And as I said already, Hardseed has touched a lot of lives in St. Vincent, Stubbs, in Canada, you know. And one of the things about it, you know, everybody here is saying Hardseed, they want to really know what is his real name.
Fitzroy, man.
His name is Fitzroy, but you feel so comfortable by calling him Hardseed. And you know, when I really look, when I really check out that name Seed.
Yeah. 3A.
When I check out that name Seed, seed is something that is living. A lot of life that will grow from a seed to a seedling, then into a tree, then will bear fruit.
Seed again from that.
And that is the man, that is his life.
Continuous, because you get another seed from the fruit.
He will never die, you know, his children. And so, we have all of this. And we still have him. And you can look at him in his work as a mechanic, because he is one of the best mechanics St. Vincent has ever seen. Undisputed.
Years, man, for years.
You know, and then a lot of people, through his work, a lot of people used to gather, you know, at our house. You know, he was young at the age of 16, 18, and then, you know, he was so much into his work, passionate about his work, and he take that to Canada with him. Same passion, you know, he take with him. And even when he come back to St. Vincent, whenever he travel back to St. Vincent, his customers will always look for him, just for him to diagnose whatever problems that they have with his car. This seed is something that will never die because it will always be there. And sometimes, you know, I remember, like, calling him, dial his phone, and he would say, Abu. And sometimes he will, how? And then we started our conversation for 2 hours and even more. 2 hours, even more, I will be talking to this brother, man. This man, I'm telling you, sometimes when I do not answer my phone in the middle of the night, the man vexes with me. And he will say, suppose something is wrong with your children. And because of this man, I always keep my phone to my side. And 3 o'clock that morning, that phone call came. Hardseed is dead. You know? Tough moments, you know, it's difficult. But you know, I gotta keep the faith. And that is what keep me, you know, the keep and the love and, you know, the belief. The belief in life and so on, and the Christian teachings, you know, have taught us that we have to hold on, you know, on the Most High, and we know that there is life after death, you know, according to the Christian teaching, and we all believe in that, and that is what gives us hope. When our loved one gone from us, we're hoping that one day, because we know we're going to travel the same road,
Amen.
and that we hope that one day we're going to meet them there,
Yeah.
and we have the hope, and that we find comfort in that.
Yes.
You know, and it's not easy to lose 2 siblings, you know, and out of 10 of us, you know, and I used to always ask, you know, I used to always wonder who first. You know, last one and the 4th, which was Buddy, and then Hardseed. And I know he touched a lot of hearts, and you know, your brethren here can really talk. A reason, man, you know, who've been around him from long time, like Targo and Al and Talks, Lloyd Joe, Biggest, everybody. It's a child, you know, touching time for us.
I think he was a good man.
Yeah, so. Alright, brother Targo.
He was great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry. Well, I have so much things to say.
But man, he wasn't too close like them other guys, you know. So I'm just saying. I heard about his story, he's helping a lot of people now. So, I mean, as I said, man, he wasn't too close as this guy was to him. You know, but
still a Stubbs man and
yeah.
Wrong.
the guy is good.
I can remember some years ago I went over to Canada and I didn't call him. And Al did. Called and said, man, you know, tag over there. He might hang up and call me. And ask me when I leave. I said, me getting ready to go to. He said, no, I can't do that. So we had to go back now and put a day off. Like you're supposed to leave today? Leave the following day. You know, because we have to hang out. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So, I said to me, it was like, we are brothers, blood brothers, you know what I mean? So,
Well, I got a call very early in the morning, and it was when was it Wednesday, right? Wednesday.
Yeah, excuse me. Wednesday morning.
Yeah. Well, it was like 5 o'clock, and I thought maybe they forgot that the time change is not the same. So I didn't answer the phone. So the phone rang again, so I jumped out of the bed, and it was a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine from back home, Harry. About Harry, Claire husband.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
that was tough.
Oh,
Yeah.
that guy?
Yeah, the teacher. And so he called me and said, man, you know what happened? He said, man, I have some son. I said, what happened? He said, Hardseed passed away. I said, you're joking. So he said, yeah. He said he was right in the morning, and they interviewed him, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And they were even, he himself said, well, it's the best mechanic we have in Stubbs, that ever come out of Stubbs. And Kevin responded, nah, that is why I pass him a long
Kevin can
time.
walk in on them on the show.
Keeping on my computer making
Yeah. So as soon as I hung up,
Yeah, sorry.
yeah, as soon as I hung up from him, I called Fred the same time. I was saying to myself, I hope Fred doesn't think that it's too early. You know, I called him about maybe like 6, or a little after 6 or something like
Around
that.
that time.
You
Yeah.
already called him before though?
Hmm?
You already got the news on his
Yeah,
phone?
he had already gotten the news from
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I got the news since 3 o'clock. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, so I called him before. Yeah.
Yeah, I call that. But I text Al because I don't know, because I know Al man does work and so on. So I text Al and so on, and Al tell me he's up. I say, Al, you what? And I didn't want to call him, so I text him. So after I got back his text, I realized the man is up. So I broke the news to him and so on. And it's like,
Then he broke the news to me.
I hold up a friend. I hold up a friend.
My mother died, it's all April gone. It was 1 year since my looking past, and we never know what I mean. You know what I mean? That's what I say. And see, like 2 days straight, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when they grew up like that, you know, as kids, and you're so close, you know, knowing the way we grew up, you know, neighborhood friends and all this kind of stuff and so on.
See, you know,
Yeah, it's difficult to lose a good friend.
yeah, man. But you know, man, see, he had a good life. You know, he enjoyed his thing about enjoyment. He was a very quiet kind of person.
What they're going through.
A lot of people don't really know Seed like how I really know him, eh?
That's a brother, you know.
Very quiet guy, you know, when he's outside, and when you hear, sometimes any man will, because some like hours, and he will hear he boasting about his work.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
one thing. Say, boy, Abu boy, I have something there, and you know, they man thing, and they can't get you, you know. And I fix it, and I just walk away from that. That's the kind of man, you know.
See, good man.
Yeah, and I can remember when I was in St. Vincent, I had this Jeep. And everybody said, how the Jeep want computer. I tell them, man, listen, man, I'll just bring the Jeep and just park it up over me. Just leave it in. Hardseed came down, 2006. Fixing up the buggy and thing. I say, Hardseed, before you leave to go back to Kenya, just check out that Jeep for me now. Say, you have gas and you have a battery? I say, yes. The man just clean the plugs for the Jeep, and the Jeep start running. Every mechanic in St. Vincent telling me the Jeep want computer. My brother only clean the plugs.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He gone around now. They have no mechanic in St. Vincent.
No, they know it already.
They say when the doctor comes, they respect him.
Real one.
You know?
See,
I'm
but
saying,
you
you
know, he was good at his work, man. He was good
So
at
you
his work.
talk to boy, babe?
He was good.
Call him, but I didn't get him tonight.
You ever call him since?
I tried to call him, but I never get him.
I better say something now.
Yeah.
Well, you know. Anyway.
Stand up over here.
Well, as a young guy growing up in Stubbs, it was me, Al, this guy here, and Seed. 2 days straight I could remember when I was young. We went out Mount Pleasant, picking what you call lamb back to cook up by his house. And